Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite. I am Jim Ross, here with Trini Kwan and with Wade Barrett. And today on Dynamite, we're going to have the Heavenly Gift Giver, Father Yule, Holy Fellow Nicholas. He's going to be here today on Dynamite, Jim Ross said. Well, it'll be good, Trini Kwan said, to see Holy Fellow Nicholas, Father Yule, the Heavenly Gift Giver, here on Dynamite. It will be, Wade Barrett says. But every time Santa Claus comes around, or even Jesus Christ comes along, anytime those two come along, there's always some kind of hang up between a good wrestler and a bad wrestler, Wade Barrett says. Well, I want to say ho 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 and happy Yule. And also want to wish everyone a happy gathering of lights, which is still going on. There's 8 days of it, so it's still going on. Anyway, today, I'm going to be getting my sleigh ready and going to all over the world in December, and then I'll be doing it again in January. Now, some of you folks might say, Santa, if you're giving out gifts on the beginning, the night before Jesus' birthday, then why would you be doing it in January when Jesus' birthday is in December 25th? Well, the Orthodox Jesus followers out there, the ones in Helnaz and the ones in Russia, who, well, they don't actually work the same kind of day book that the rest of the world does. So they do Yule or Jesus' birthday in January instead of doing it in December like everyone else is doing. But anyway, I'm going to be going all over the world giving out gifts the same way that Jesus was given to us as a gift by God, the same way that the wise men gave Jesus gifts on his birthday. And I am not the grounds of it. I am nothing more than the worker, the underling, who works for God and Jesus to bring happiness and glee to folks, to bring the love of God and Jesus to folks during Jesus' birthday, which is Yule. And the first thing I want to say is first off, you don't hold on. First off, it's Kevin Owens and King Kong. Well, it's Kevin Owens in the ring now. Santa, it's good to see you and all. And you know, Santa, that I wasn't. You know that I have been a good boy this year. I atoned for all the wrongs I've done. You know I'm a former WWE NXT heavyweight winner, a former World Heavyweight winner, former WWE Interland winner, former WWE Wanted Rights winner. Still working on winning the big one. Former TWF heavyweight winner, at least once or twice. And I do, Santa, understand that you have this good and bad list. Well, there are 2 men that you need to put on that list. Well, actually, I wouldn't call them men because I'd be giving them too much, but they are man-like beings. That would be Roman Reigns, Paul E. Dangerously. I don't call him that anymore. He hasn't been called Paul E. Dangerously since 1909, since the end of his been called that, geez, in years. But anyway, it is what it is. And, well, Santa knows, Kevin, all about the wrongdoings, the evil doings of Roman Reigns and Paul E. Dangerously. He knows all about how he's been a creep all this year. He's been a creep since August, since the end of August, when he became the world heavyweight winner in WWE and the world heavyweight winner in TWF. Yeah, so put Paulie Dangerously down on the bad list, put Roman Reigns down the bad list, and Santa. Roman Reigns only going to get called once a year, one night. Paulie Dangerously is going to get it 8 nights in a row. So you're going to say, so now you're going to say shit about me to Santa Claus. I mean, let's think of this, Paulie Dangerously says. It is true that the Gathering of Lights has 8 nights. So you said that Roman Reigns are only going to get black stuff for 1 night, but I'm going to get it for 8 nights since the Gathering of Lights has 8 nights. Well, you know, I don't even think Santa even comes to the non-Jesus followers. First off, Santa comes to those who don't follow or worship Jesus either. Santa gives them gifts too. I come 8 nights in a row during the Gathering of Lights and give out 8 gifts. Even though you don't know it, I do it. And you know something Kevin Owens says? This has nothing to do with belief or worship or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. It happens to do with your buyer. Yeah, the so-called kin leader, Roman Reigns, the world heavyweight winner, behaving like a creep. I behave like a creep, Roman Reigns says, because I want to behave like a creep, Kevin Owens. And since you're with Santa Claus, this would be a great thing. You see, it'd be so smooth for me to overstrike Santa, you know, take down him, and do the same to you. Well, come on and seek to do it, Roman. You talk the talk, but you're not so good at walking the walk these days. You're a weakling that strikes folks from behind. And don't you start Paulie Dangerously. I know you've been a weakling your whole life. Santa didn't want to have a fight. Santa, I'm not a wrestler. I'm not a fighter. I didn't want to be in a fight or a match. And the way I look at it, that's truly sad. That is why you're on the bad list, Paulie Dangerously. That's why you're on the bad list, Roman Reigns. And it's King Kong. Do you want to know who you're actually going to be fighting this year at Christmas Chaos, or Yule Sty, or Yule misleading, or unleadership, misleading, misleading, or Sty? You're going to be fighting me, King Kong says. And if you get by me, which I hardly don't really truly believe you can, then at the end of the day, you're going to be dealing with Kevin Owens. Well, and I've been a good boy this year, King Kong says. Kevin Owens been a good boy this year. Not Paulie Dangerously, not Roman Reigns. He hasn't been any of that. Well, Santa can't make any fights or any matches because Santa doesn't. I can't make any matches or any fights because I have no writing or booking oversight. But Santa does think that Kevin Owens and King Kong would make a good team. And Santa, and I say, I hope to you, Roman Reigns and Paul E. Dangerously, you shift your ways. That's all I can say. Oh, is that right, King Kong? You want to fight me? Well, when I take you down, King Kong, and take you down, Kevin Owens, then Santa, I'll make you watch. I'll take that gift you got in your hand. Yeah, and the kin leader, the world heavyweight winner, will do all that. We'll see. Well, ain't that a shame, Jim Ross says. But then that's the way Paulie Dangerously's been his whole life. As long as I've known him, Jim Ross said, he's always been that Always been that creep. Going back to his years in Central State Wrestling Association, the American Wrestling Association, Mid-Atlantic Rural Channel Wrestling, Eastern Channel Wrestling, Extreme Channel Wrestling, World Wrestling Federation, and World Wrestling Entertainment. He's been that way his whole life. That is just sad. Kevin Owens came out to be with Santa Claus. King Kong came out to stand up to Roman Reigns, and Paulie Dangerously to stand with Kevin Owens. Well, you do know Trini Kwan said it is a sad fight that's going on. And I want to know if someone with some booking oversight or some writing oversight is going to make that match. Alright, Diva Talk says. So, ow! Ow, Gar! You know I can't stand without a stand, so you knocked me over. You motherfucker. Annie D, I'm sad about that. Forgive me, it was a mishap. Your whole, everything you do is a mistake and a mishap. Anyway, someone who's got some writing and booking oversight, which would be me, yeah. We're gonna have it on Friday Night SmackDown. We're gonna have it that today tomorrow on Friday Night SmackDown. We're gonna next Friday Night SmackDown, which will be Christmas Chaos, you'll mess. We're gonna see King Kong fight Roman Reigns, besides Drew McIntyre fighting AJ Styles. And guess what? Diva Talk says, I hope Roman Reigns beats King Kong, just like I hope Roman Reigns beats Kevin Owens. Yeah, Algar says, that will be great to watch Kevin Owens go down, to watch King Kong go down. You know, we don't really have a hang up with them, but they're good doers, Algar. So yeah, I do gotta hang up with them. Well, today... No, we gotta take this off now. Well, today Jim Ross says we're now going to have Bo Peep in the ring taking on Elias Sampson, and this is, and keep in mind this is not for the TWF hard middle winnings, but just a fight. Oh, and a body slam. And another body slam by Bo Peep. Bo Peep's hand always comes off, Wade Barrett said. You know, and if Elias Sampson gets his hands on her, it's going to come off, and no one's ever going to be filming it back on. Would you stop saying that, Trini Kwan said. The one that should be truly ashamed of himself is Elias Sampson for being a follower and an underling of Diva Talks, Trini Kwan said. Well, that's right, Jim Ross says. So far, that's right. It should be Elias Sampson who's ashamed of himself and a drop kicking out of the ring. Well, keep in mind, Trini Kwan said, if you're keeping track, Seraph Woody has beat Kurt Hawkins, Buzz Lightyear's beat Pete Dunne, so now Bo Peep's going to beat Elias Sampson. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Trini Kwan, that's not going to happen, Wade Barrett said. Elias Sampson's iffin'. He's wise. You know what he's doing. 1, 2, oh! Now he wants to seek to do drift away to Bo Peep here. Don't tell me he's going to beat Bo Peep. This is just going to be sad if he actually does do something like that to win, Jim Ross says. Well, we all know that we all know Bo Peep's got that staff with her, or that Kang, I guess, staff stick. You know. And now what's Elias Sampson doing now, Jim Ross says. He's got that song, he's going to hit her with that. Come on, Jim Ross said. You know it's only fair. I think it's gonna be great. Oh! You knocked my guitar in my hand. You knocked my guitar in my hand, you bitch. Oh! And she knocked him down. Well, Wade Barrett says, this is wrong. Now, you're going to say it's right for Bo Peep to have her staff in her hand? You know, have her staff? When it's not a hard middle fight, you're going to say it's alright? For that, Wade Barrett said, well, Jim Ross said Elias Sampson was going to work his song tool on Bo Peep, and Bo Peep just nailed him. Ding, 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 ding. This is not good. Here is your winner of a throwout, Elias Sampson. And Bo Peep has hit Elias Sampson with her staff, and that now makes Elias Sampson the winner here on Dynamite. And Bo Peep had no one to... Bo Peep knew what she was getting into, Jim Ross said. She knew what was going on. She made the choosing to hit Elias Sampson, which at the end of the day is truly sad. You know. Well, Bo Peep wasn't that wise. If she was that wise, Jim Ross, that she's not, she wouldn't have hit Elias Sampson with her staff, wouldn't have fight for him and see it. Yeah, well, Trini Kwan said Bo Peep was just going to get back at Elias Sampson, who was going to hit her with his tool, his song tool, you know, and she just beat him to it. But sadly, it did cost her it did make her lose the fight, lose the match, Trini Kwan said. That's right, Jim Ross says. And Gorilla Monsoon, who last Dynamite lost his glasses, but this time he's actually got them. And Gorilla Monsoon is now going to be talking. Before we leave, he's going to be talking. You know, he's going to be talking with Roman Reigns and Paul E. Dangerously, Jim Ross says. God forbid Gorilla Monsoon's had really any dealings with him. Yes, Jim Ross, I'm going to be talking with Paul E. Dangerously and Roman Reigns here on Dynamite. First off, if you want to talk to me, you got to get it all right with my first fame, Paul E. Dangerously. Paul E. Dangerously is your first fame now? Give me a break. Would you be earnest? He's not your first fame, he's your foreman. And two, I was talking with you, and you might believe that you're some kind of kin leader, but you're not a kin leader. Gorilla Monsoon, do you truly believe you're going to now you're not going to give me the on look I want or the fair I want? First off, it ain't about me and you. It's about you're going to be fighting King Kong for the World Heavyweight winnings. And if Paulie Dangerously's your first fan or your foreman isn't the asking here. Yeah, I'm going to be fighting King Kong, and Kevin Owens and King Kong are going to learn to fear me, and they're going to learn to onlook me. They're going to learn to see me as their kin leader and the World Heavyweight winner, Gorilla Monsoon. That I can oath. And for any upcoming speakings with the kin leader or the World Heavyweight winner, you have to get the all right from the outstanding first fame, Paul E. Dangerously. Well, you aren't no first fame. You were never chosen by the folks. And Roman Reigns doesn't have no kingdom or rightdom or overdom that you be the first fame of. But whatever. Your buyer, your kin leader, the World Heavyweight winner, will fight King Kong. And how's that going to work? You know King Kong, he's so big, but what happened when he went to the the Reichtum Reich? When he got on top of the Reichtum Reich house, he fell and died. And that's why there has never been no follow-up King Kong films. They're just remake and remakes because he died. And Son of Kong doesn't count. And the Hojo King Kong films don't count either because they're standalones. King Kong has had remake after remake. You know, if he didn't die in the first film, then they would have kept on making more King Kong films. So King Kong, Roman Reigns is going to knock you off the Reich house, and you're going to die for the last time, and we're never going to see you again. Remakes, none. And we're going to do Godzilla something. We're going to beat you so, Roman Reigns will beat you so bad that when you fight Godzilla for the last time, it will be smooth for him. Well, that was my talk with Paulie Dangerously and Roman Reigns. Back to you, Jim Ross. Well, thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Roman Reigns and Paulie Dangerously here on Dynamite. Now we do know that King Kong, Roman Reigns will fight King Kong, and Kevin Owens will fight either King Kong or Roman Reigns somewhere in the upcoming, Jim Ross said. Well, that's right, Wade Barrett says. And I know Roman Reigns going to beat King Kong just like he's going to beat Kevin Owens, Wade Barrett said. While Trini Kwan said, keep on dreaming, keep on wishing. That's all I can say. Either King Kong beats Roman Reigns or Kevin Owens beats Roman Reigns. Either way, Roman Reigns is going down. Well, it's all the time we got here for TWF Dynamite. I am Jim Ross for Trini Kwan and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Dynamite, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.